Hello, everybody. Everybody. Okay, let's talk about the view today. Let's talk about the view today. Okay, so I told y'all I was going to start this little, reviewing the view every now and then. If something was interesting, if something jumped out at me, we ain't here for no long time. We here for a good time. Da da da. Okay, so on today's view, and I'll put the link if it's the full segment, if it's the full show, I'll put the link because now they upload these on YouTube. And if it's just a segment, I'll put the link in the description bar. There's no deep. I mean, I guess I can put the clip here. I'm not doing that. I'm put the link in the description. So check out the description to see the clip that I'm actually talking about. So the clip I'm talking about today was it's titled Biden Lied and Charlemagne was the guest. Okay, first of all, I do not like to be in a position of defending Charlemagne. Every political season, they dig Charlemagne out to come speak to Black people on politics. And I think it's very tap dancery. And not saying, and they dig Stephen A. Smith is another one that gets on my nerves too. I'm not saying that you have to have a billion degrees to speak about politics. You know, you live in this country just like everybody else. I'm not saying that, oh, unless your background is just like me, you can speak about politics. Believe me, and I have to get this out first. Because even though I'm about to defend Charlemagne, I want to make something clear. I don't, I think we need more voices, not less. Everybody, politics, politics. However, the problem I have is when it's always like the same type of voice. You go get Charlemagne, Stephen A. Smith, when we have Wendy Osefos, when we have Candace Owens, when we have what's the one? Now, granted, we can't get him because he talks slow, but we have Ben Carson's. We have Colin Powell. And you don't want to talk, but I'm just throwing some people out. We have a bunch of senators. We have Black people, white people of all different backgrounds that we can go get to speak with some authority on politics and be a voice in the Black community. But we go get kind of the same type of people who, I mean, it's okay, but is it really? Let's move on. So today's segment was about Biden lied because it's come out this week that Biden decided to pardon his son after he had did several interviews saying, oh no, I'm not going to pardon my son. Oh no, I ain't going to pardon my son. Now you done pardon your son. Alyssa has been saying on The View that Biden lied. Whoopi gets bent out of shape. Y'all, I love Whoopi to death. Whoopi was the middle square. Whoopi is just my favorite. I really like Whoopi, but I'm fair. If it's your turn, it's your turn. So Alyssa has been saying he lied. Whoopi, he didn't lie. He didn't lie. He changed his mind. Okay. I'm not saying that's necessarily wrong. I don't know. I'm not in that man's mind, but seemed like a lie to me. Anyway, so Charlemagne says Biden lied, and he didn't have to even volunteer that information. Whoopi immediately gets upset. Whoopi says, "You don't know that it was a lie. He could have changed his mind." Da 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 da. Biden about pardoning his son Hunter, and Charlemagne says, the Democrats are the ones who have been going around talking about nobody's above the law, preaching, we got to believe in systems. We got to believe in the Justice Department. We got to do this. We got to do that. When nobody asked them, they did not have to take this position. They could have all kept their mouth shut when it came to it. Now they done went around, talking too much, saying nobody's above the law. And then the president decides to pardon his son. It don't look good. And Alyssa agreed with him. And then we'll be talking about why people freaking out about this and not about the stuff Trump does. That actually, as much as I love Whoopi, that was a lie. That was a lie. It depends on where you live, where you house yourself in conversations. I'm someone, I watch everybody. I watch it all. from the Foxes to the not Foxes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch Fox too much no more after they admitted they was lying in that lawsuit. I like News Nation. News Nation is the bomb. But I watch it all. When I post links, I go out of my way to try to get from Reuters and The Hill and Forbes. Like, I really try to watch everything because I don't want to live in that type of echo chamber. I want to make an informed decision about where I stand on positions. To make an informed decision, the key piece in that is information. You cannot make an informed decision when you don't know information, which is why we have to educate kids on certain amounts of stuff so that when they get out in the world, they can make informed decisions based on information they have. Anyway, so Whoopi says, why are they freaking out about Biden pardoning his son and not about the stuff Trump does? And again, unfortunately, I have to just say it. Whoopi, that is a lie. That is a lie. You need to get out more. Everybody's freaking out about the stuff Trump does. People are freaking out about the stuff Trump does. People are freaking out about Biden does. It just depends on what you watch, when you watch, and what's going on. Nobody's freaking out any more or any less. I personally, oh my goodness, now all of a sudden they want to come and they want to do leaf blowers when nobody was over here. Isn't that how that worked? Anyways, so I would like to say I have a problem more with Joe Biden running around talking about, no, I'm not going to pardon my son. I'm not going to pardon my son. I'm not going to pardon my son, and then pardon him. It do come off as a little bit of a lie because you could have not said nothing. You honestly, I think that man see now. Honestly, it do come off as a lie. I get what people are saying about, he may have changed his mind. It comes off as a lie. And to that I say, that's why you and your homegirl lost the election, because of ignorant stuff like this. And so Charlamagne and Whoopi go back and forth like a little bit. And Charlamagne says, it's like politics has become like team sports. People want to pick a side and just stick with it no matter what happens. And that's the problem. If you're Republican, you'll never see anything that Republicans do is wrong. And y'all know I've said several times I'm Republican and I call them out. I'm calling out whoever. And if you're a Democrat, you don't ever want to say that y'all was wrong. And again, you got to call it out all sides. That's how you earn what people call credibility. That's how you earn like a little bit of something when you talk about, your stuff. So they go back and forth and he says, why can't you say the Dems were wrong? And that's what made me decide to review The View today, because I couldn't quite work up. It wasn't enough for a full video, but here's where it came into play. During the entirety of the 2024 election, when The View came on and they had anything to say about Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, everything was wonderful. You could not give any type of criticism to them. You couldn't say anything was wrong. You couldn't say what your eyes were seeing or nothing like that. I mean, you couldn't say nothing. They never wanted to say the Dems were wrong in any type of capacity. And that's their problem. That is, y'all, that is ignorant. That is ignorant, no matter which side you own, to sit up and act like, they always do everything right. They always do everything right. That's very ignorant. And it was very ignorant of The View to always act like they had a problem when Alyssa said, hey, we see on the debate that Biden didn't perform well. Why y'all saying that about him? Don't say nothing. What? What is that? It's given. Y'all better stop that reading before Massa catch y'all. That's what it's given. I don't care who like it. It is what it is. I know Sonny, and I don't care what Sonny gonna talk about. Well, just remember that the president does have pardoning power. Yes, but if this is Biden and his little, this is Biden and his son. If these were last name Trump, you wouldn't want to hear nothing about, the president has the pardon power and this and this and that. It does not look good. It puts a sour taste in people's mouths after this man ran all over pillar to post, rapping at the windows, trying at the locks, talking about that he was not going to pardon his son. And now we here, and pardon his son. It doesn't look good. It is a major criticism. And honestly, I have to give Charlemagne his flowers for calling it out. And I do. And I'm glad that he was on The View today to say they were wrong. You need to say they were wrong. We don't need to be picking sides. If somebody was wrong, they was wrong. And Charlemagne gave it to Kamala a few times. He really kind of went in on her a few times. And, Sonny mentioned, oh, you was in one of Trump's ads and I was too. And Charlemagne was like, okay, when y'all saw that Trump had ads saying this, you didn't think it was worth it to put out ads, I don't know, right back at him. I mean, it's just the whole thing. It's the whole thing. So that is my short, sweet, and simple review of The View. Y'all, I'm working on stuff with the channel. I am trying to bring more content, more consistent content. Now that I got the review out the way, I will say one thing about me and content. I always want to bring like my best foot forward. I kind of don't want to I know that I have some of the training, some of the education, and some of the knowledge to speak at a high level on certain issues. And I have to remind myself that it doesn't always have to be a 25-page essay every time I come to do commentary. It doesn't have to be, blue book citations every time I write a blog post. And even though it does not have to be, I'd like it to be, just because I like to feel like that I'm giving you guys the same level of care and research that I would give to any job. Because, God willing, one day, a little bit of money. But anyways, so thank y'all for joining me in my little short, quick, simple review of The View. Be on the lookout for more content, and I'll see you guys again. Okay, bye.